going to be absolutely shocked with what we're doing today. You'll never guess. Good morning. We are doing something completely unexpected and, okay, it's not very new. If you've been watching our France videos so far, you will have noticed that we've fallen in love with bicycling while we're here.
The cutest town in all of France.
We've not rented a car, we've been using public transportation, and a bike we found is the perfect way to augment public transportation, especially to nearby towns that don't have great bus connections. So today, I've convinced Bill to rent an e-bike with me.
It's a hot day. It's not about the workout.
It's good.
And there's filming. I've got this giant bag on my back.
Oh, he can make all the excuses he wants. It's going to be fantastic. He's going to fall in love with it as much as I have.
Okay, fine. We're going to go see some vineyards. And we're off. This is Eguisheim, destination for the morning. So we have found ourselves in Eguisheim. Eguisheim has the distinction of being voted the cutest town in all of France. I'll get this
Has
right.
it?
Yeah, it actually is.
So far, it really looks like it, and all we've done is park our bikes.
Yeah.
We've hardly explored it, so we can't wait to share it with you.
So far, we're believing the votes.
Stop it with this cuteness.
So there's having tagliatelle pesto. Over here, this is an Alsatian pizza, which is, they call it a tarte flambée. So this is ham, mushrooms, and cheese, and I can't remember what else. It looks amazing. Onions. Bon appetit.
Well,
Cutest town in France?
it might be. Definitely one of the cuter ones we've been to. It's unreal. Every corner just has new, fantastic, half-timbered houses, and
It's a photographer's dream or nightmare, depending on how you look at it.
which is kind of what you said about Colmar, actually.
This is even more so.
Yeah.
This is probably the premiere of all of the Hansel and Gretel villages that are in this area. Colmar itself is gorgeous and very similar, but this is
Fairy tale.
even more so.
It's fairy tale. You've probably heard the phrase, have your head on the swivel. This is not exactly what it means. But when you are walking around this town, you need to be looking in front of you, and you also need to always be looking behind you. If anybody ever wants to know what flowers to send Bill, his absolute favorite are geraniums, and they're everywhere in this town.
Something like that. I hate geraniums. They stink. Anyway, this town doesn't stink. It's amazing. We have to move on. There's other towns we have to see and wine to drink. So
Hopefully we'll find a stop between here and our next town that we're bicycling to. And honestly, bicycling gives us a breeze, which cools us down when it's 90 degrees and humid outside. So we're kind of looking forward to getting back on the bike. So we're gonna hit the road. See you at the next town, or maybe a wine tasting on the way. very long bike ride. Honestly, we chose a less ambitious itinerary this time, knowing that we were a little bit too ambitious last time in Bonn. The camera that we used to film with is behind me on the operating table, and Bill is the surgeon. So we are in Turckheim. Turckheim? We're in Turckheim. Turckheim. This time we just biked here from Eguisheim. We did not stop along the way. Didn't really see any wineries, and it was also like mainly suburbs that we biked through. Kind of odd.
Lots of vineyards, but no wineries.
Yeah, lots of vineyards, but no like winery signs. So hopefully we'll find something here.
More wine tasting.
It seems like he already had some, but he didn't. All right, wait for it. The building has a smile. Everybody sees it, right? So as we've been wandering around, I kind of have realized I want to move to one of these cute towns for a month, and maybe then I can answer the question, how long do you need to live in a cute town like this before you stop noticing how cute it is?
So I think I can answer that question. I'm a little over 6 feet tall, and I don't think people were 6 feet tall back then, and so I think it was no longer cute. About the 5th time I bumped my head on the beam overhead.
Well, take off your hat and show us what you've already done this week.
Need wine or ice cream. One or the other. It's very hot out today.
Our first wine is a Pinot Blanc. It is delicious. It's absolutely hitting the spot on a super hot day like today. It's dry, but not overly dry. And honestly, it's delicious.
C'est pour ça d'ailleurs que dans les dégustations, on fait l'inversé. Vous voyez bien, je vous mets en dernier. Oui.
So good.
It's good to try Riesling with our best white dry.
A dry Riesling. This one might be my favorite. Oh, this is so good.
See, it's my favorite. The last one is always my favorite. Definitely.
This one's my favorite.
Non, vous pouvez entrer, je vous montrer la carte.
This is a Riesling. A dry Riesling, not like the sweet ones that we have back home. Also delicious.
Et voilà, et après le sélection d'un homme, c'est quelque chose de encore plus doux,
fruity, dry, crisp. Really, also really good on a hot day. Maybe white wine is just the perfect hot day summer drink. Our third one is a Pinot Gris, and we had one of these at our wine tasting yesterday, and that one I think was a little bit drier, a little bit more rounded. This one is really good, a little bit sweeter than the other two that we just tried. All of these honestly are delicious. It finishes cleanly. It's really nice. Merci.
Au revoir.
Bon après-midi, au revoir.
Bon après-midi.
This is where we did our wine tasting in Turckheim. Definitely recommended. It's €1 per glass. That was really refreshing. If you are in France and in this region and it's a super hot day and you're on a bike, it's a very specific scenario. But it is definitely refreshing. We recommend popping into one of the wineries that you'll pass and having a few tastings while you're there. We had 5, but they're tiny, so we're totally good to bike, right, Bill?
What are the drunken biking laws in France? Did we ever figure that out?
We haven't.
And so actually dinner tonight is going to be a cobbled together mess of some different things. Gazpacho that we bought from a carton, which is actually pretty good here. We've seen it on sale many places and tried it a few times. And then some pretzels, or bretzels as they're called here, and a baguette. And we got some leftover meat and cheese in the fridge. What did we win?
50 euro cents. It's a half baguette.
Oh, even better. Okay. Off to dinner.
This is our go-to dinner in France. It's gazpacho. Nothing hits the spot like a cold soup on a really hot day. And they have like 9 kinds of gazpacho at the grocery store. It's really strange to us, but delicious.
Gazpacho's from Spain, not France. And some charcuterie.
Well, that's it from Colmar. We are packing up tonight, and tomorrow we head down to Geneva, which is where our plane home leaves from. But first, we have a lot we need to do tomorrow morning before we actually leave Colmar. We'll explain in the next video. I can be taller.
Or I can be shorter. This toilet back here, completely free, and the cleanest thing I think I've ever used that was a public toilet, because it hoses the entire bathroom down after every use. Amazing. So it's different, huh?
That's the cleanest, wettest bathroom I've ever been in. My hands
Don't wipe them on me. Sticker.
I'm so red, I can't wait for Bill to have to grade this when he makes the video.
That'd be a good challenge.